the king rides out on Equus.
A scene from Equus, Peter Shaffer's 1973 play about a teenage boy who blinded 6 horses with a metal spike.
This way and that, his neck comes out of my body.
It was a huge success on both sides of the Atlantic, although not without controversy. The playwright said it caused a scandal in the UK because it was cruel to animals, and a scandal in America because it was cruel to psychiatrists.
Tragedy is not for me a conflict between, or for anybody I suspect, demonstrable right and demonstrable wrong. It is a collision between 2 different kinds of right. And that's what I was trying to do in Equus. I think that each of them is incomplete and damaged.
I look at pages of centaurs trampling the soil of Argos, and outside my window that boy is trying to become one in a Hampshire field.
In 1977, his screenplay of Equus, for a film starring Richard Burton, received an Oscar nomination.
He stands for an hour in the dark, sucking the sweat off his god's hairy cheek.
It started simply enough. Just a pulse in the lowest register.
Many of Peter Shaffer's plays were given their premiere at the National Theatre, including Amadeus in 1979, his tale about the rivalry between the composers Antonio Salieri and Mozart, who was played by Simon Callow.
It was a sensational experience because it was a very radical view of Mozart, and many people were very, very shocked by it. But Peter's brilliance was that he shocked them and then he made them fall in love with him and finally to be very deeply moved by what happened to him.
The play was directed by Sir Peter Hall, who witnessed the painstaking and to some painful way in which the playwright wrote.
Peter Shaffer is a wonderful writer, but who writes by constantly changing things. And he would sit in rehearsal, scribbling away, while the actors looked out of the corners of their eyes and thought, Christ, there's another lot coming.
So, then you liked it. You really liked it, sire.
Well, it was a system that worked. He won an Oscar for his screenplay of Amadeus.
My great pleasure is that Mozart has now reached millions and millions of people who had not heard him before.
Peter Shaffer was a funny, intelligent, cultured man